I'm assuming a lot of you guys are anyway from the Purple Realm as this month's session. I want to thank all of you as well from the Purple Realm. Thank you all for spending your month's Purple Realm budget on doing this collective session with me. So basically, guys, yesterday when I was doing the washing up, literally while I was doing the washing up, just a random little thing came in. I was thinking about Lebanon. I have family that are in Lebanon. My grandma's Lebanese. Obviously, there is some horrible shit going on that side of the world. I'm not going to go into it too much because if I'm honest, I feel pretty ignorant about the 3D ins and outs of it. I don't watch the news. I know enough of what's going on, and I try and stay on the side of bringing light to the dark rather than diving into the dark and trying to bring it to the light. That's just my path. But a lot of the psychic work that I do and a lot of the healing work I do, it is bringing the dark up to the light. It's clearing entities and attachments and ascending spirits and all of that. And I guess my guides thought that I could help in some way with this, using the Purple Realm. Those of you who aren't in the Purple Realm, it's a monthly group that I run. We meet up once a month and I channel a healing session, and then we keep them in the library. It's pretty much, I call it psychic activist work, because when you get a massive group of you together, even a small group of you together, it's not 1 + 1 = 2, it's 1 + 1 = 1,000 in terms of the amplification of the energy that spreads out. So any work that we do, it then kind of creates an energetic imprint that blasts out through the entire matrix, through the collective, all of that. So it's really powerful shit. And today we're going to be using that to help all of the stuff that is going on over there. There is a lot of pain and suffering. There is a lot of people dying, a lot of souls and spirits getting trapped, density falling into the earth, which on the bigger scale translates as all of this shit going into the ley lines. The ley lines that a lot of people on this call are going to be working their arse off clearing, right? I'm sure we've got so many grid workers in here, so many healers in here. You're working your arse off trying to lighten the world, trying to lighten the planet. And all the arseholes are doing, that shall not be named, all of the arseholes are doing, because they are arseholes, it's sucking the life out of people and dumping more density in the earth by causing all of these wars and all of the other nasty shit that's going on. So today we are just going to do what we can. I have a sense, or I kind of got the intuition before the call, that we may be doing this in a bit of a tiered thing. So because we're going to have people from different sort of psychic backgrounds in here, I'm not going to say level of abilities because it's not a hierarchy. People just have different experiences. Some of the deeper, heavier stuff, some of you who are psychically tapped in, who are already powerful psychics and healers in your own rights, I will encourage you to join in with all of it as much as you feel comfortable. This may involve journeying off by yourself and dealing with small factions of things with your guides. Those of you who haven't experienced very much of these psychic sessions or your own psychic connection, if you feel safer, you can just stay with love in your heart, boosting up your own energy for this session, and know that you are doing so much fucking work and so much help just by being here and just by meditating with us. Okay, so if you start to feel unsafe in any fucking way at all, call the dragons in and just focus in the energy building in your heart, reside in your heart, reside in your body. You don't need to astral travel too far if that's not what is on the cards for you today. Okay, right, it's 6:06. I reckon we've got everyone that we're having live. I'm going to stop rabbiting.
Start making it now if you want.
And then Victoria, I'm going to mute you. Fantastic. Wolfgang, my darling, I'm going to mute you as well so I don't hear you shuffling about in the chair. And everyone else, Christy, let's mute you. Guys, if you can just check if you're not on mute and mute yourself, that'd be amazing. So we don't have any stuff in the recording. Right, now I want to put it on gallery view so I can see everyone. Okay, so quick bit of housekeeping, including making sure I'm wearing clothes underneath this jumper. I haven't changed since I've been to the gym. Oh, someone else is coming in. Quick bit of housekeeping. Some of you may have never had sessions with me before, so I just want to let you know a little bit of what to expect. I work with a large group of beings, light beings. They are all very much of the light. I do a lot of things to qualify what I'm communicating with and make sure that I'm channeling only things that are of the light as I'm allowing them pass through my body. I learned pretty much everything that I know in that respect off the lovely Wolfgang that we have on today. We'll send Wolfgang some gratitude for that. He has helped teach me how to stay safe doing this work. I work by calling in angels, guides, divine light beings to do the work for us. So I'm not actually doing anything. I'm a contractor, I'm a messenger, I'm a channel. I'm able to do this hollow bone thing. Can we lay down to do this meditation? Yep, 100%. Get yourself comfortable. Some of you may pass out. I'm saying pass out in inverted commas, because actually what is happening is your human self is getting moved the fuck out of the way so that your higher self can go do the work that is needed. And yeah, it's a protective thing, and it means you can experience more. When I'm doing the meditation, I will call in angels, guides, divine light beings to do certain things, and at the end I say amen or thank you. If you guys also say amen, thank you, aho, blessed be, whatever you want, to just confirm and give permission. This is giving permission because we're doing it for the collective. We're giving permission on behalf of humanity and the good of humanity and all the higher selves and souls that we are helping essentially today. But you're also giving permission for yourself for anchoring in this energy, for holding this vibration and doing this work. It's really, really important that we act in integrity and out of sovereignty. None of these beings can help us without us giving permission. Okay, so that is just that. While we are going through the meditation, you may feel hot flashes, you may feel tingles, you might get lightheaded, you might need to start shaking your arms around like a monkey. There is no judgment here. If you want to turn your camera off, have at it. You might start talking light language. Because I'm an activator, even though we're doing this session for the collective and ascending spirits, some of you might have your psychic abilities activated the shit out of just because you're coming in my energy field and my light language. So that's a disclaimer. If you don't want to be a psychic, you might want to leave this session. Anything else? Emotions, you might have sadness, anger, outbursts of just emotions coming up. Again, this is just you purging your shit, but also we're purging for the collective. So there might be some uncomfortable bits. You may also have feelings of extreme euphoria and in some cases a potential orgasm. I'm very careful that nothing inappropriate or weird gets passed energetically between me and anyone on these calls. But some people haven't been activated like this. Some people's kundalini is tiny, tiny, tiny and shriveled up at the base of their spine. And again, my light language is very activating. It just does things. So just take anything that happens with a pinch of salt. Trust, I hope that you trust that I'm holding space well, otherwise you wouldn't be here, and that we're very protected. And we also do have, like I said, Wolfgang on the call, who's going to be following up the rear. If anything big and scary happens, he can jump in. Not that it will, we've got dragons. We got dragons. Right. Are we all ready? Everyone's in. Okay, I'm not letting anyone else in now because I'm about to start channeling. We are recording. Again, those of you who have never experienced my sessions, I channel something called light language, which sounds like I'm talking in tongues. This can be anything from very beautiful language to beeps, whistles, and burps. Feel free to laugh. One of the most important things doing any of this work is that we stay in our inner child. And even though, yes, we're doing heavy work, yes, war and genocide is fucking horrible, but us lowering our vibration and getting all really, really upset about it while we're doing this work, all it's going to do is block your psychic connection and prevent us from fully stepping into this and anchoring the light. So I want you all to keep a smile on your face throughout this session. Keeping the corners of your mouth up will keep your energy nice and connected. And don't worry, we're all going to have our eyes shut. So don't worry about looking silly. Okay, so everybody ready? Go ahead and close your eyes. So don't worry if you are someone who doesn't get visuals. Just use your intent and your feeling as I guide us through, okay? There's no wrong ways of doing this. And trust that even if you're not able to see things or hear things, that you are experiencing the energy in the way that you need to, and that your higher self and guides are there supporting you. So I want everyone to turn their focus down to the base of their spine. In fact, we're going to start sacral chakra today. So your sacral chakra is just below your belly button. And I want you to imagine roots growing from your sacral chakra down through your root chakra, down out the base of your spine, beautiful roots like you get on the base of a tree or a base of a plant. And these roots are going to grow down into the earth beneath you. Now, your root system has its own consciousness. It knows exactly where it needs to go today to anchor itself in, to anchor you in, and pull up the energy needed. Some of you may find your roots growing into soil. Some may be crystal, some may be water. Some maybe even grow your roots down into inner earth realms such as dragon realms, Lemuria, Telos. So allow your roots to grow deep and wide wherever they need to tap into. I'm going to call on our highest, most loving angels, guides, divine light beings to protect the session, please. Calling on Archangel Michael, our highest astral bodyguards, calling on our guardian dragons. Make sure to do security for the session. I ask that this entire session be placed within the purple realm so that all of the protection activated there kicks in. Thank you. Amen, amen, amen. I ask that my relationship stays pure with everyone taking part on this session. Nothing negative or inappropriate is to pass between us or interconnectedly with anyone taking part in this in any time-space reality, including in the future on the recording. I'm asking for complete cloaking and protection throughout this session. Make sure that we are cloaked and protected from any lower vibrational or parasitical races or beings, anyone or anything that would seek to sabotage this session or any of our individual highest life paths. I want you guys now to start to breathe up energy through those roots from wherever it's supposed to come from today. Breathing up beautiful golden and silver and starlight energy. You might see it as rainbows. Breathing up through the roots and then breathing up through the spine, sending the energy, clearing the spine as it goes all the way up into the heart, and smiling and breathing your love and energy back down the roots into Mother Earth. This is a really powerful way of grounding. It's really good for your body and it's actually really good for the earth as well. We were never meant to be so separated and so ungrounded from Mother Earth, and it actually hurts her just as much as it hurts us being so separate and ungrounded. So she likes to have this relationship with us simply by breathing in and out of the roots, in and out of your heart, and moving the energy around, sending the energy back. You are charging up both yourself and Mother Earth. So I want you to just play around with this, really focusing on lighting up those lower chakras, feeling the energy pull through the root chakra, the sacral chakra, making sure it clears any stagnant energy, and then sending that back down into the earth to transpose the energy. This doesn't harm Mother Earth, just like the trees recycle the air that we breathe. Mother Earth is able in this conscious way to recycle our energy. Mia karsa tuku aishat yak anashuchu yakashataya kushuchu kushuchu shinjara shuchu. Calling in Emperor Dragon Suso to fully activate our cosmic root systems, making sure to do any repairs that we're needing on our root systems so that we can all appropriately hold space for the energies coming through today in this session. I'm also calling in any golden dragons and golden light fairies to place gentle golden armor around our root systems, around our cosmic root systems and wider root systems and networks, to completely protect us from any hacking or sabotage that might try to come through the ley lines as a direct result of doing this work today. So we will be completely divinely protected from this. We ask for complete protection from any sort of comeback, any sort of revenge, from any of the entities or parasitical races that are working over in that side of the world to keep anchoring in the vibration of war, the vibrations of fear, pain, chaos. We are aware that there are a lot of gatekeepers for all of this stuff over there, and there's a lot of things that we might piss off by doing this session, but they ain't going to see us because we are completely cloaked and hidden. Calling in Merlin to assist with this, please. Calling in Lord Shiva to assist with this, thank you. Calling in the She to surround us and cloak us in an orb of blue light, please, thank you. Calling in the Woodland Elves to stay guard of our root systems, thank you so much, thank you so much. The Woodland Elves are amazing little guys who started coming in over the last couple of months. They are very grateful for everyone who does this breathing in and out of the earth and strengthening their root systems. They're saying that it's doing amazing work for their like ecosystems and stuff, and that there's a lot of earth beings that are very grateful for us, even just sitting and meditating with the earth. It helps a lot. Okay, so now I'm getting guided to, we're all going to build up some spiritual armor now using the energy from the earth. So I want you guys to breathe up, imagine, intend, or visualize all of this energy coming up through the root system of the earth, up into the heart. And then you're going to imagine it's going to spread out of the heart in all directions. So that you end up with armor. So it's going to spread out around, over the back, over the shoulders, all the way around the back of the neck, around the front, around the chest. So imagine like olden day armor, suits of armor you might wear. But this is pure energy. I'm seeing it as like a beautiful gold weaved, like what the elves wear in Lord of the Rings. So make it as fancy if you want. If you're using visualizations, feel free to embellish it. Mingar sotovayak ojayak anashatsiar sotovayak oshutio kukokuko. I'm asking for a string of rubies to be placed around, please. Ma mansator fasiak oshiak aka emerald around the heart. Menashut citrine around the solar plexus, please. I ask for a shield of Herkimer diamond to be placed around everyone's crown chakra and soul star chakra. And I'm going to ask for extra layers of protection and shielding around all of us as a group, around the purple realm, while this is taking place. So we would like a shield of Herkimer diamond, thank you. We would like a shield of golden frequency. We would like a temporary time lock from the timekeepers, please, a temporary time lock that will be dissolved as is needed when people finish this session. So as soon as the individual person finishes this session in any time space reality of which they experience, that time lock shall be dissolved for them in accordance with the highest good when they are completely safe and out of the energy. So we don't want to leave any time locks in place. I will be doing a podcast about time locks soon. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm calling it, I'm seeing a giant green mushroom. Fantastic. Sure, we'll take that lovely big green cosmic mushroom. It's like a big jelly mushroom that's going over the top of us that's protecting us. It's showing me that certain frequencies can't get through it, so it's like things are trying to electrocute it from the outside and absolutely nothing's getting through it. It's kind of the energy of a big protective mama, like big old mama bear just plopping over the top of us, like nope, ain't nothing getting through that now. Thank you. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and get our connection with the divine. So I want you to bring your attention to your crown chakras on the top of your head. We are going to go nice and local today. So we're going to call in energy from our local sun as a representation of source. So I want you to imagine the sun way up above you, shining above you. And we're going to call in this frequency, the true, organic, pure frequency of the sun, removing and clearing all hacking, sabotaging, blocking that has been done and distorting that has been done to prevent us from connecting with the pure rays of the sun. We want all of that cleared out of the way, thank you. Calling in Lord Shiva to help, Isis to help, thank you, thank you, thank you. We want the pure frequencies and pure rays of the sun. Also calling in the golden seventh ray angelic angels, calling in Ra, Hokati, Kingar, excuse me, Kinar Sator Sutuya Oshataya Kaya Kingo, calling in Horus, Kamar Shutu Vayakana Injar. So you're just going to allow this sunlight to come all the way down. It's going to be pulled through your crown chakra with your breath, moving through the higher chakras, shining through the pineal gland, decalcifying the pineal gland, moving through, activating the third eye, moving through the throat into the heart. Feel this warm energy also shining down you through your various auric layers and auric fields, electromagnetic fields around your body. Allow this powerful sunlight to auto-tune your body to its highest frequency, as well as your energetic body to its highest frequency, ready for the energies coming in today. We always want to make sure that we are giving from a full cup, an overflowed cup. So we don't start any channeling or any clearing until everyone's energy is up to a good vibrational frequency and we're all feeling nice and fluffy. So breathing this energy all the way into the heart, smile and breathe your love and energy back up out the top of the head to the sun, to the angelic realm, sending love and gratitude. And now breathing in the energy simultaneously through the crown and through the base chakra, so from the earth and from the sun, breathing into the heart, smiling and breathing out and expanding this energy into the heart, expanding this explosion of rainbow light, getting your portal to source love in the heart. Imiamoko, omoko, 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 irsa, 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 irsa. Some of you might want to rub your hands together and put your hand on your heart, or even maybe rub your hand around in a circle on the heart. If you have particular armor or pain or heaviness around your heart at the moment, just bringing in source love in this way might cause a little bit of discomfort. Just breathe through it, keep running the energy. So keep breathing it in from heaven and earth, expanding it out of your heart. And I want you to keep expanding this energy in this way, using the breath until it radiates around your whole body. And I want you to really feel into your physical body, pulling this source love into every single cell in your body. And when it's in every single cell in your body, you're going to use the breath to turn it up, imagining that we have an angelic dial that's just going to keep turning up the frequency. I'm going to allow you to do that for a couple of minutes while I continue to call things in and bring through any light language to assist with this. Making sure to keep big happy smiles while you're doing this, keeping the tongue on the roof of your mouth if you can, as this will strengthen the connection. Okay, so I'm calling in the highest, most loving angels, guides, divine light beings, earth beings, elementals, calling in the fairies, calling in the she, calling in the dragon realm, calling in all of our positive ET and stellar races that we have access to at this time. The only beings that have permission to enter this space have to be approved by our higher selves. So nothing can contact us or work with us in any way unless it's approved by our higher selves. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Miarsata ja kongorsati arsut ursatatia ursata arsatiak ushuia kanashot urfasiak urasatia kangaikia shutuisha tayakanoko. Imiaro pontuiva ja sha'au shut u. I'm getting some beautiful visuals. I've got like a Lemurian dragon hybrid, like water dragon hybrid, coming in, sprinkling everyone with this beautiful like blue fairy dust. She's just blessing the session. She's sending gratitude to us for doing this work. She's coming in from a higher golden timeline, so she's seen how this plays out. She knows we're doing good. I'm just having Buttercup, one of my guide dragons, come in. She's just going to do a little bit of an upgrade to our solar plexuses. This is where we hold our confidence. This is where we hold our personal power. It's like our own positive little sunshine. If this is feeling uncertain or anxious in any way, we're not going to be a strong anchor for source. And I want us to go into this. I'm pretty much prepping you guys for battle right now. This is what's happening. You are all spiritual warriors. You're all being prepped for battle. We need to make sure that we are tip fucking top before we go over and start to do help with some of the sticky stuff. So again, you might want to put a hand on your solar plexus. You might want to rub your hand in a circle. I want you to bring your attention now, instead of breathing the light and love into the heart and expanding it, breathe it from heaven and earth into the solar plexus. As you expand the solar plexus, be aware to make sure that you're expanding it in the back and not just in the front. Okay, so our chakras come out both sides of our bodies. Often people are very focused on the front. So we just want to breathe in and then smile and breathe it out and expand it. And Buttercup's going to come through. She's making me giggle. Imiao kokoi shanai kai tototoi shotu vayakana shutiao shutiao kai Imiaro sutia vrasia toi shafarsia tu shataya konoi shapaya konoi kapoe papaya ka tia kokushata yako. Indiaro shotova yakana shatiki yako shatea o sho u shatiako. Imiao poshutia mo moisha pushuta. She showed me this beautiful visual of pulling out density from all of your solar plexus chakras, and instead of coming out as like black smoke and sludge like I see it, it's being transmuted instantly into a bubble which is flying up, and she's just popping it with her fingernail. Like, yep, that's gone, that's gone. Dragons are some powerful motherfuckers. Miaro totor shatia sotor shatia shatia shato kia pokshokuya bayaka kakaka kuya kokoya nia kokoya. Okay, right. Now I would like you all to go ahead and call in your individual higher selves. So even if you've never connected with your higher self before, don't worry at all. Again, there's nothing that you can do wrong on this. It's a very protected session. Just go ahead and call in your higher self out loud or in your head. You may get a visual of them come through. It might look like you. It could be an animal. It could be an alien. It could be a unicorn. Just be open. And you may just get a feeling, so you might not get a visual. Once you get a feeling or a visual, what I would like you to do is either visualize, intend, or call in a violet light over your higher self. This is going to make sure that what you're experiencing is 100% organic and not a filter or a projection or an overlay, okay, or not some imposter trying to sneak in the back door. So shine a violet light on them. If they squirm or you feel uncomfortable in any way when you do this, ask for this to be cleared. So angels, guides, divine light beings, clear any filters, projections, overlays, or any imposters, thank you, and we ask for the true organic representation of our higher self. You can do this whenever you connect with any spirit guide. If any guide comes through to you, you can use this little technique to make sure that they are of the light and you're communicating with something that is real. Okay. When you feel them or see them, I want you to breathe in the love from heaven and earth, smile and blast it out of your heart towards your higher self, allowing it to radiate back. So you're just going to go backwards and forwards, breathing the love between you and your higher self. Okay, angels, guides, and divine light beings, please find, remove, and clear any blockages or resistances anyone has to connecting fully with their higher self in this time-space reality, so that we can do this session today to the best of our ability. Make sure to apply this to all incarnations, dimensions, parallel lives, or vibrations and realms, or timelines and fragments of our rainbow self, and a quantified state. Amen, amen, amen. Okay, now I want you guys to go ahead and call in any dragon guides, any unicorn guides, or any of your own ET or stellar races guides. So, or also any animal guides. So if there's spirit guides you work with regularly, you'll know who to call in. If you're unsure, then just be open and invite in the guides that have the highest good intent for you and the highest unconditional love, and that are most powerful and potent to help you with this session today, to keep you safe and to keep you anchored in. I'm just seeing like a room full of dragons right now. This makes me very happy. And again, you can use the violet light to qualify them, make sure that what you're talking to is real. Now I'm going to do a blanket clearance. So I'm going to do a really quick entity and attachment removal. A lot of you will have seen me do these little ones on like TikTok and stuff. So I'm just going to call out an intent. We're going to do a very extensive one in a very short amount of time. All you need to do is say amen or thank you at the end. Keep smiling, keep running source love through your body. While I'm doing this, you can also spend the time to connect with your individual guide, your higher self, and ask if they have anything to give you for this session. For example, they might want to give you a crystal or a plant or a protective necklace. There might be something that you specifically need whilst going into the astral realms for this astral work. Okay, so I'll let you guys do that and I'll call in this clearing. So calling on the highest, most loving angels, guides, and divine light beings to please find, remove, and clear as much as possible without looking at the details, the full spiritual baggage package. So we would like to find, remove, and clear any attachments, any parasitical attachments, any predatory tech from any beings or races such as the Anunnaki, the Draconians, Alpha Draconians, the Reptilians, the Greys, any necromancers, any dark witches, wizards, or magicians, any werewolves, sure, any fallen races or hacked beings. We want to find, remove, and clear as much as possible without looking at the details. Any cords, hooks, barnacles, skull caps, clamps, spikes, eggs, spores, seeds, balls, nets, poles, anywhere where dark instruments or excuse me, I just got 3 words at once then. Anywhere where violence, dark instruments, or weapons have been used to implant any of things, we would like them to be removed and the trauma to be healed and sealed. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We would also like all curses, vows, spells removed, remove and clear any bone magic, black magic, or blood magic, remove and clear any bone runes, bind runes, hexes, any talismans, any reverse light codes, any distortions, any programs, any spirits or soul fragments that are now ready to leave us. I call in an angelic ascension team to assist them passing over. Please wrap them in a bubble of rainbows while we send them all the love and healing that they need. Show them their life in various higher perspectives. Make sure to reunite the spirits with any family members, any beings, any animals on the other side, so that it creates a pull and they can move over safely. Calling in cherubs to work with any children and baby spirits that need a little more attention, sending any that need it to any angelic healing and ascension chambers or the Arcturian healing and ascension chamber. Calling in Lord Shiva to take any darker aspects that are not ready to be healed up to the obsidian healing chamber and off with him, so that they do not remain trapped within our souls. Any soul fragments, update and rebalance them to the highest divine blueprint possible and pass them over to the great oversoul or where they are needed most. Any contracts anchoring any of these things in place, I ask that they are taken up to the highest court of spiritual justice and dealt with in accordance with highest good and in accordance with the light. Any entities hanging around, keeping these things in place, or any watchdogs or any watchers that they have charged to put in place. First of all, if any of these entities, watchers or watchdogs are trapped themselves, we would like them to be set free, their contracts to be dissolved. Take all of that up to the highest court of spiritual justice, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And then the overlords, the bad entities that are overseeing it all, take all of them up to the highest court of spiritual justice. Deal with them in accordance with the light. Deal with them in accordance with highest good. Making sure again we are completely cloaked and hidden. Nice big happy smiles. Ain't nothing touching us because we're all light and love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Making sure also to remove any booby traps and making sure to remove any triggers or negative milestones from exploding as we do this. I'm also asking for a clearance and a dissolving of any timelines, outdated timelines that are carrying events that are carrying this trauma, that can now be resolved in accordance with our highest good and without interfering in any negative way with the karmic cycles we need to experience in this incarnation in accordance with our highest timeline. And I'm asking for all of this to be removed and cleared with a big fat bow on top through all incarnations, dimensions, parallel lives, all vibrations and realms, all timelines and fragments of our rainbow self, in accordance with highest good and divine harmony with the most benevolent outcome. Amen, amen, amen. Okay, smile and clear. I should work at the auctions. Whew. So allow that to all just be moved away from us, all that density. You might want to have a little bit of a move around, moving your neck around, moving your shoulders around, give your hands a shake out. You can feel tingles. You can do some tapping as well. We often have a lot of sort of implants and attachments around the back of the neck, around the head. So if you've got any energy build up in the head, you can use your hands to smooth it around, use your fingers to tap. Just do whatever the fuck you feel. There's no wrong things. If you want to make some weird noises, go ahead. No one can hear you anyway. And oh, excuse me. Okay, let's see where we're going now. Okay, they're just saying the word ready. I'm like, okay, cool. Okay, so fantastic. They want us to build a pillow fort. We're going to build a pillow fort. I want each and every one of you to imagine or intend bringing in a load of fluffy pillows, big cosmic motherfucking fluffy pillows, and you are going to bring them all around your space. But you are going to envision that every single one of us here is sitting in a huge circle, and we're just building up the pillow fort around us so that it creates literally like a giant castle out of fluffy pillows. I ask that this perimeter be supercharged with rainbow light as well as Blu-ray frequencies for extra protection and grounding. I ask that the floor be filled with rainbow frequency. I ask that multiple transmutation chambers be moved into the place ready for these spirits to come through. I'm also calling in loads of soft toys. I think this is for all the children. Been a lot of children that have lost their lives over there. I'm calling in soft toys. I'm seeing like cuddly lions and stuff. So I want to empower you guys to use your intuition, work with your higher self, and I want you to just help create this huge astral space that we are co-creating right now to hold space for all these spirits that are going to be passing through. I want you to work with your higher self to ask what is needed in the space around you. It might be cuddly toys, it might be a fountain, it might be an actual lion. I've just got lions on the brain at the moment. In fact, let's call in the lions, please. Let's call in the lions to assist with this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Calling in my lion higher self. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If any of you guys work with the lions, go ahead and call them in. Chiara basor satsiara bakaingoi shat aiva shutsu 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 shataya kungoya kar satsa. Growing palm trees around us, please, and a line of oak trees around us, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Inyama chutsu rapaya kush ovaya shatsu shutsu 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 shia kungoi shataya kano. Inyama shutsu 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 shutsu. Okay, so we're going to go in with our first round of bringing these spirits through. What my guides are asking me to do, obviously we're all doing this as a group effort, but every single one of you is going to be kind of doing your own corner of this. Again, those of you who don't feel fully comfortable psychically connecting, going too much into it, please just stay in your heart and hold space throughout this. I promise you are doing a lot of work. Those of you who are comfortable to go a bit deeper with me, I want you to ask your higher self how many spirits you and your guides and higher self are able to hold space for and help ascend within this session. Please don't be alarmed if you get a very high number. It's not unusual when I'm doing one-to-one sessions to ascend 8,000 spirits at once from some bloody spiritual war or physical war that happened. Okay, so trust that it's not you holding space for this, it's the guides you work with and it's the capacity you have as a light worker. So don't worry about things moving through you or you having to hold this. It's you, your higher self, and your guides. So I just want you to all ask for a number to come through. And these are for the spirits within this incarnation. I think we're going to be doing, as usual, multiple incarnations, but this is incarnation around the whole area of Palestine and Lebanon. If anyone has any other areas in the world, I know there's a lot of other areas in the world going through genocide, going through war. If you personally feel more connected to another area, you are perfectly safe to also bring that in. My guides are just prompting that this is a worldwide thing we're doing today. So calling in however many and asking for this number. And then don't worry if you don't get a number either. Again, you're still here with us doing this. I want you to intend that a rainbow bubble of light forms out in front of you, and we're all individually going to call in angelic ascension teams to assist us. So I want you to out loud in your head just say, I'm calling in the highest angelic ascension team. I can't talk. Angelic ascension team to assist us today. It's because I'm going backwards and forwards between channeling and my human brain. Okay, good. Calling in all these ascension teams. Okay, throughout this process now, I want you all to really focus on pulling in the light from heaven and earth and expanding it out of your heart as I now bring in these next invocations. Okay, so calling in Miar Butsur Fasiak Osha Ia Totoya Anasha Tia Osho Ushia Adati Usut Aifat Say Koko Isia Oshut Ea Kokoya Usitio Kokia Osiako. I'm calling in the spirits of all of the fallen people, Kimiana Monsotia Ashatso, that are ready to be lifted and ascended from the earth at this time. Imiamosho India Usutevayak Oshiata. We are calling in all of the victims of genocide that are able to safely be ascended. Mingyarasa within this container. Imiamon sotovayak ajiat okoyak anashitsia kokoyak anashitsiako. Shinchar sovayak ushayak anashayak aishiatoko. Imiarabun sovayak ajatiaka. We are calling in all of the trapped souls, all of the trapped spirits, all of the trapped soul fragments. Mingyara so 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 shu 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 shu. Mingyara so so. I am asking, I'm calling on Agatha, the inner earth dragon, Kimyar so to travel through the ley lines, please. Travel through the ley lines, removing and clearing any curses or spells or hexes that have been put in place to keep these spirits anchored into the earth. Shin shin shiar su 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 shu, removing any gatekeepers that are keeping these spirits attached to the earth. Mingyar shu 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 siakarsa, removing any programs and distortions that have been programmed into these souls and into these spirits that have made them believe that if they leave the earth they are doing something wrong. Please take the time, Angelic Ascension team, to work with each of these spirits on an individual basis to make sure that they understand that they are safe to leave and that they can help their family better from passing over. So a lot of these spirits are going to be staying attached to earth, attached to their family members, because they're not going to want to leave. They're confused, they don't understand what's going on. And they want to stay and help. So we're empowering this up to the divine, and giving permission for angels to come and show all of these spirits that they can pass over and help in a much better way. They don't have to stay here trapped. So gently removing, clearing all of these beliefs and thought patterns that are keeping people trapped, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, calling the cherubs in to assist with all of these children and baby spirits that are coming up. Please show them how fun it is when they pass over. Give them a little peek to the other side, to the astral realms, how fun it is, how much they can just be free and run around and laugh and play. Again, making sure that they can see on the other side, see the higher perspective, that they're not doing anything wrong by leaving any family members that are still alive on earth. Okay, we can start to open the gates now, making sure that all of these spirits are sent all of the loving and healing that they are needing, sent all of the apologies, all of the forgiveness, liberated from all of their guilt and their judgment. Calling in the air dragons to assist with this, please. Calling in the air dragons to assist with this. Calling in Roth and Archangel Michael in dragon form to stand at the great pillars. Thank you. Making sure that this is completely protected. Calling in the dragons of the Violet Order to surround us and keep away any dark Anunnaki beings. Any reptilians. And I ask that these spirits now are liberated in peace. Making sure also to liberate and clear their baggage, all of their spiritual baggage, from the earth, from the ley lines, from their family members that are still alive. So clearing as much grief, trauma and pain from their family members. I'm also asking for a clearance of any dumped karma or any karma that's been passed over from people losing their lives too soon. It means that they have not been able to work through the karma that they need to within their soul group, within their lifetime, so it passes on to their closest family members. We do not consent to this. We don't need this to happen. This is another hacking and sabotaging from the dark. We would like all of that baggage cleared with them, liberated with them. Karma doesn't exist anymore. Let's go up, up, up. No rules. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Make sure that this is in accordance with their highest good. Anyone that we're clearing, please make sure to confer with their higher self to get permission. And make sure that it's in accordance with highest good, with their highest timeline within this incarnation. And I ask that this is applied as a permanent positive change through all incarnations, dimensions, parallel lives, all vibrations and realms, all timelines and fragments of our rainbow self. Apply it through all ley lines, please, all sacred sites, all countries, all oceans. Remove and clear all of this density from the mycelium of the earth, from the surrounding trees, the plants, the root systems, the animals. Mingyara potsor vasat sot orerea karsotia kananani shytsia korsotia kongoya kashitia ko miar monor mon siar satia sotova yaka kimbiar sabotia karsatia kursavaya konushit ayakushitia kanamashit orva Kiar satsa kyokoko. Okay, everyone keep smiling, keep breathing, keep channeling the light and love, especially those of you who are getting any visuals. I'm sure they're not pleasant, but keep smiling, stay in your heart. Okay, so my guides are now just saying the words individual work. So in this little section, I'm going to invite those of you who feel comfortable doing this sort of psychic work. Remember that you are held and grounded and protected within this container today. They are guiding me to guide you to follow your higher self to wherever you're needed most. Some of you may get led to individual spirits that need a bit more of a rescue, so you may have to communicate with certain spirits and literally talk them down. Like, just remember that you're talking to a person. They have not long left this earth. They're going to be confused, they're going to be scared. There might be something that you can help with. It might be because karmically they're attached to you, or because of some past life. But if you're going into that, just keep asking what it is they need and doing your best to send your guides to give it to them until they are ready to pass over. Some of you are going to be guided to sections of land and ley lines that need clearing. I highly recommend calling in the dragons to assist with this. This may include, some of you may journey actually in through the ley lines, through the earth, with your dragon or even as a dragon, clearing as you go. If you feel ill-equipped to do this or you have no fucking clue what you're doing, just keep referring it to the dragons, keep referring to your higher self, keep asking questions and keep asking, am I safe to do this? If you get a no, ask them to make it safe before you continue. Okay, what else? Okay, so that's it. So some of you are going to be working on the land, some of you are going to be working with spirits. Okay, some of you are also going to be anchoring in more light. This is something we're all going to go to in the next phase, but some of you may be skipping this bit and going into that, working with your guides to channel and pull healing light through you and channel it at the land, basically channel it at these areas. So whether you're channeling it out of your hands, whether you're breathing fire out of your mouth like a dragon, or talking light language and seeding the area with light codes, again, allow yourself to be intuitively guided. While you're doing this, I'm just going to come through and bring light codes. Kia shaya takto shatai shaktiak sho shai sitsiakto kinjai shai shatsai shatsiakto itiao shutsuvaya kanashi biar sutovaya kia shutoyaka neyaka imyar sutoyaka shatia kango shatayaka inshara sasa kingyara patsoitia kongo miar sama mau shakamongo mongo tiako shuto inshara sa tiktiar sutor shutsur Sinjar shoktor siakor sotikia kotshor sotia koshutia India monko sho bonko shateki poshoto foko kaya ponko kiaka imbiara so kongo yaka nasha irsa osho calling in my great unweaver guide to please unweave the tapestry of this war and pain as much as possible miarsa within the current timeline that we may be restricted to. Thank you. Mindir sotovaya kanamaniyoto kananashia karabarsia koya kananashia Minyar sotovaya kanamana shitiar, totoya kanana shitiar, 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 kukukaya kanana shita. Mingyar, rapotodia, rapototio, ripotio ku, rapatia, soto, rafatia kungo, pipia ko, kuikia, kakia, kaya, tutu, viaka. Min kiao ko kui kiao ku shai ti iu miao ku shitia kanama shitia ku kushikia. Imiamo shuto ya kongo ya kamane amo koko ya kamashiao ku ya fia ko ravadia ko ya kendia ku ya ku ya tikia o kungui vivi ya ku siaka. Ifia kushia tau kuya tata tau no ni ama mu ya kun ya minya no ni ama ga yon ko ya kano ya kani o kushia tu ya ko ya ka ego tia ko shiti ya tuto vaya ka miar suto vaya kun ko vaya ur sat evers ur fas ir suto vaya ka imya pongo ya ko yasia ko ya. Okay, so just finishing up wherever you're at. Now we've done a lot of clearing. We are going to go in and seed all of these areas with light again, okay? So we want to bring in as much light as possible and try and help the people that are there, the land that is there, the people that haven't passed over, help them as much as we can. So while I bring in these channeled invocations and whatever they're wanting me to bring in, I would like you guys to focus, imagine, so you can either ask your higher self to put you in an astral realm that feeds into these areas so that you're nice and grounded and protected and you don't have to see anything. So we can place you in an astral realm and ask that all of the energy you're channeling through goes directly into the land around Palestine, around Lebanon, into the surrounding ley lines and into all of the people that are there. Some of you may feel comfortable enough to actually astral travel to these places, again making sure that you're keeping safe distance, so don't fully land on the ground if you don't need to. Put a big egg of protective energy around you. Maybe you can just float above certain cities and stuff. If you know specific cities or you're drawn there, allow your higher self to guide you. And again, you're just going to channel energy. You can either do it breathing in from heaven and earth into the heart and beaming it out of your heart, or you can channel healing energy just like when you do healing on people, breathing it and blasting it out of your hands, and just imagine it going into the land, going into the people there. And just continue doing this for this little last section. I am calling on the highest, most loving angels, guides, and divine light beings to, as much as possible, with the permission of all of the higher selves, of all of the people who this is affecting, to remove and clear as much as possible any 3D and 4D constructs that are keeping them contained and trapped. We would like to re-empower all of these people and return their truest sovereign frequencies, calling in the frequency of Dragon's Gold to flood the area, please. Calling in the frequency of Dragon's Gold, the true frequency of wealth and power, to flood the area, to give people back their sovereignty. We would like a removal and clearance as much as possible, without looking at the details and with permission from their higher self, of any dense karma that they are no longer needing to carry, that may be affecting all of this to play out in such a negative way. So anywhere they've been seeded with negative karma that would then attract this war vibration, this attack towards them, we would like that removed and cleared through all timelines, please, so that they are actively repelling these acts of war coming towards them. Shingyar shojai fia sundui bandai mandui jaikia ko bayakashia koto. I am calling on the mothers of the earth, and I am calling on all of the female goddess aspects that would like to volunteer to come through at this time. I'm calling on the frequency of period blood, I'm calling on the frequency of blood herself. I'm calling upon all of these goddesses to place their blood upon the earth around these areas to further balance Mother Earth so that not as much blood needs to be slain and spread and shed from this war vibration. So calling in the goddesses to try and balance up the area with this sacred blood, Mingyar Satsa, with this sacred offering, Shingyar Satsa, nourishing the earth as she needs to be nourished, with this powerful blood, and using this to rebalance the area in an attempt, in hope, to stop some of the bloodshed that is coming from other ways. Calling in Venus and Mars, calling in Isis and Osiris, calling in my Lyran higher self and her counterpart, and I ask that the balance of masculine and feminine energy in this area be updated to its highest divine blueprint as much as possible without interfering in any of the sovereignty of any of the humans there. Again, using permissions from the higher self of everyone involved, take it up to their highest self aspects to get permission to rebalance the masculine and feminine within each and every person, within the land, within the collective. Miar so I call upon an infinity symbol of soaring angelic light to be placed over these areas of war and genocide. Shiar so sorsa siar so sorsa siar so siar sa tovayakana. Minyar sovaya shadia kongor satsa, and anchor this vibration down, anchor this vibration down. I give full permission for this vibration to be anchored through myself, as long as it doesn't cause me any physical illnesses or injuries. Thank you. Only pass through me what my physical body can handle. Thank you. Niar susur satsiar sotovaya kar satsa yakokoko. I'm also giving permission to use the DNA within me and the wisdom and energy encoded through my bloodline, through my Lebanese bloodline, to take it out to the ancestors that way, in a more physical way. If this vibration can be sent through the bloodlines in that way, I give complete permission for this to come through me. Miyakoshotoya kanaikia ursutora vayako rabaya kangaya bashotoya kaneshia kaya kananashitya arsatea koshotea kanavashia koratia kangaya konguya marsotovaya kanashat aya pushotaya ursutor vayaka arsotaya ka mingarza dea koshotea karataya karataya karsaya 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 koyukia kongoya ka bayaka 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 arsotovaya ka karsadovaya ka kiarsataya ka siarsataya ka kiarsotovaya ka ngashiototea kiyukotia tonda kunkeshashikutoyaka miakarso torsa tea koko shak orfasia kongorvaye orbatea orbatia korsa tea kongoye kabarsa torbatea kongwa biarsa tovayak ongoye ke piashut ovayak anashiti kia koko shiti koshutia kaya shuki koto miakashatovaya. Oh my goodness. Woo. That was quite a barrel of codes they just sent through there. Okay, thank you. Okay, so to finish off with in this space, I want each and every one of you to just breathe in a whole load of love from heaven and earth, and imagine sending out a pink, like, tidal wave. You know when you see a nuclear weapon go off on TV and it goes boof and sends out this tidal wave of energy. I want you to build up the energy in your heart. So keep breathing in and expanding the heart until your heart center feels like it's literally ready for birth, and then consciously send out this huge fucking blast of light out through the cosmos across the entire world, anyone who's needing it at this time. Okay, and now I want you to consciously bring your energy back into you. Let's bring the energy from heaven and earth one more time into the heart chakra and radiate it out around your whole own body, replenishing yourself, sending yourself so much gratitude for joining in today's session. I know that we can't always see instant results from these things, I'm sure you would have all been feeling this working, but trust me when I say this is powerful fucking work. We are literally changing the fabrics of reality as we know it. This is deep psychic activism. It's pretty much as frontline as it gets in terms of psychic work. So thank you all so much for joining me today. Sending gratitude. I'm sending my body gratitude for channeling this shiznit through. And big happy smiles as we gently bring our energy down, close our crown chakra to a normal size, starting to tap our collarbones so that we can anchor back into the physical space around us. Maybe moving hands, moving shoulders, and I ask that any portals that opened up are closed now with love. Thank you. Making sure that nothing came through. Do a nice little clean sweep of any astral bugs and parasites to make sure that there's none of those. I ask that all of this protection remains in place until all of the energies have finished integrating through our body, and all of this that we've flicked the first domino today basically, so this will continue to take effect. I ask that all this protection stays in place over all of us in all time space reality, that we need it for as long as we need it as a result of doing this session. Okay, so we don't want anyone getting any fucking hacks or sabotages or anything. Keep us nice and safe. Dragons, I know that you can be responsible for this. Thank you so much. And I ask that any cords that formed between me and anyone on the session or interconnectedly be lovingly removed and cleared now. I call all my energy back to me, and everyone, if you just affirm that you call your energy back to you, anchor and ground us back into our physical body, back into this present moment, back into this now. And a quant's highest good. Amen, amen, amen. Oh. And you can slowly come back around. Oh my goodness, I'm sitting in the dark. Hi. The sun went down where I am. Well, that's even darker now. That's fine, you don't need to see me. Goodness me. That was a pokey one. Make sure that you are drinking a hell of a lot of water for the rest of the day. Please be gentle with yourselves. And thank you again so much for taking part.